Hey guys and girls, my name's THEGAMINGTECH, welcome on into the channel. Welcome back to Starfield. In this video we are going to be looking at making a basic iron and alloy mining outpost. This is just going to be total bare bones just to get you started, just to go over a few things. So first of all, what we need to do is get some materials. Now I've got all the materials already, but we will show you how to get them. And basically we're going to be needing enough materials to make 4 alloy miners, 4 iron miners, 8 solid storage, a workbench, 7 solar panels and a seat. And you'll see why we need the seat in a wee bit. But yeah, let's get into here. Best place to do it is actually Jemison Mercantile, one of the first places we go to, so it's everyone knows what it is. And what we can do is run on inside and we'll speak with the sales assistant.
If it belongs on, there's a bit more in the back if you're not.
So obviously we want to go into buy under resources. Now obviously you can see everything there that we're needing, so I'm going to put a list up on the screen showing what resources we need and how much we actually need. Now you can see there I've got some that have actually got little search icons on. So we've already highlighted the ones that I'm wanting, and I'll show you how to do that in the build menu. So I'm just going to pick up some of these anyway, just to let you see how easy it is to find them. Once you know what you're looking for, it is pretty easy to find them, especially if you mark them the way I have. Again, I'll show you how to do that. I'm pretty sure she has everything we actually need. Yep. And like I say, again, I'll put it up on the screen what we need and how much of it that we need. Because it's a nice little list. Again, it's iron, alloy, adaptive frames, tungsten, fibre, beryllium and copper as well. So we've picked all that up. Now, obviously we're needing a fair number of items. So if they don't have the exact amount, what you can do...
Thanks for coming in.
Sure hope they know what they're doing.
is run outside, come over to a seat. If it'll let me do it, we'll sit down. We'll wait 24 hours. Right, so once the time's run out, we want to run back in, and the stock should be reset.
There's a bit more in the. Hope you're finding everything you need.
So you'll see there, it's all back. Just quickly buy all that again. Don't know why, because I've got hundreds. Just can't help myself. Right, so they should have all the stuff that we need. So obviously, once you've got all the parts, whether you're taking a rest, sitting at the seat over there and going back and forth. Also, there's the shop at the commercial district, which if you're not over encumbered, you can fast travel to there. Now, if you are over encumbered after buying all your stuff, what you can do is, because we're close to the spaceport, we can go into here, go under inventory. We want to go down to our resources and we'll just store all resources. Because we're within 250 meters of the ship, we can do that, and that'll get our over encumbrance gone. Right, okay, so obviously now we've done that, we need to go find a planet that's got the iron and aluminium on the same location. So let's have a look at the map. Now what I'll do is I'll put a list of systems with the names of some planets that does have the materials, but for the purpose of this video we're going to go to Narian, which is one of the first places we went to at the beginning of the game. And down here, somewhere, there. That's what we're looking for. We are looking for this planet here. So we are looking for Andraphon. That's if you even pronounce it. Now you can show your resources. That brings up the little map with all the resources on the area. Now, a little tip, because this might help in the future. If you zoom in, now obviously we have beryllium there. Right, if you click on it, as if you wanted to land, it'll tell you its location is craters. So if we click on aluminium, craters as well. Click on the helium-3, it's shown craters. Now if we go over to iron, it's got mountains. So what I've been doing, and it's actually been working out fairly well, if you want to try and get both the materials in the same location, I've been sort of going between, there's craters there, moving it slightly, craters, moving it slightly again, so there's mountains. So if you move it back a smidge, and basically you want it to stay craters again, if you're just moving it a little smidge, there's craters there. So we are like on the cusp between craters and mountains. See there? You see how little I'm actually moving it. So we could land there and basically it would be like on the border or near the border of the two different materials and the sort of biomes. So what I'll do, I've already got a landing area which I've done this on. So I'll land there. Okay, well, I'll get rid of that. We'll land here. And we'll go see if we can find the alloy and iron in the same area. Obviously, bring up our scanner. Now you see there's mountains over there. So let's head towards there. Now you actually can see the colour change. We're obviously in the crater area because it's sort of brown, and then the mountains sort of go a grey. So there's aluminium. It's actually quite a lot of aluminium here. But yeah, we'll just travel towards the mountains. And sometimes if you're really lucky, you might get likes of, oh, there's beryllium. That's something we do or may need a fair bit. Obviously we've got aluminium. The other one would be helium-3, which is like your ship fuel, and that'd be used later on. Ah, there it goes, if by magic. There's helium-3. So we're looking for a patch that's got aluminium, helium-3 if it can. Obviously iron's the main one. Now I think there is skills that let your scanner range get extended. I think I've got 1 point into that. Right, so there is iron over there. Right, just need to see if we can find alloys. Now another way of doing this, and it's quite a good way as well, is if you actually bring up your outpost. So you can move the outpost around. Oh, there we go. So you see there, if I have it here, it's showing iron and helium. Now it can go actually quite far out now. and it's got quite a big range once we put it down. So you can see there, there's 4. There's 4 things in that area. I'm going to try and just get the... Let's bring that towards us. Right, so we need to go out that way. Now the next thing we're wanting to do is we're wanting to make sure that we're actually going to get a decent amount of each one. Right, so there's helium, there's some aluminium. No idea where that iron is. Right, the iron must be up in the hills somewhere. Right, so we're going to pop that there. We'll go into the build mode. So I've gone in to the top view. Now obviously it's bringing up the extractors first, so if we go to aluminium, you can zoom out. Now you can see we've got a yellow circle, that's our boundary for the outpost. So there's a nice little chunk of aluminium there within the boundary. If you then select the iron, it'll then show the iron deposits. Now obviously that's on a hill, so that's no good to us. Right, so we're going to have to find a different location by the looks of it, because we can't actually... Well, we possibly can build in there, but it's going to be awkward. So we need to find a slightly better location. So in order to do that, we can come up to here. Now obviously it's given us the option there to build, rename, but if we hold the X, it'll remove. So anything that you put down, it will remove. So you've got to be absolutely sure that you're wanting to remove. Right, let's see if we can get a different position. So iron was the issue. Have to travel further down here. Right, I'm going to put it down over there because that's just showing the 2. Right, let's go into the build mode. So again, you can just see the yellow outline. Right, so we've got iron there. Patch of aluminium there. Right, okay, so it looks like it's going to let us build here, so let's see if we can get down 4, because that's roughly what I was wanting to do, is get down 4. Obviously you can spin them round, etc. We'll try and maximise our area. Obviously you might find a better area. So they can't get built too close to each other. We're only wanting to put down 4 for this video, just to get the basic setup going. Now you notice it will take away some rocks, so it doesn't matter if there's rocks there, it will delete them if needs be. Right, so you can see there it's saying we need a total of 20 power, which is fine because during the list I was showing you what we're all needing. So we have, or should have, enough materials for doing this. So we'll do the same with the alloys. I tell you what, the outline of the perimeter should really be a little bit more clear, I think. Right, so let's pop on there. Right, so there's our 4 there. It's our outpost. Our outpost is there. So we want to put down some solar arrays, because obviously this needs powered. Now we were needing 7 of these to power this. Okay, future tech here. I said at the beginning of the video I would show you how to mark the components needed on the build menu. I forgot to actually do it in the video, but while this screen's paused here, you'll see in the top left that it's got the little search icon on the items needed. So in order to do that, whatever you're wanting to track the building materials for, you just hit X on that item, so like the miners or whatever. So I just thought I'd add that in. So we're needing 40 power. You'll see in the bottom there it's saying power needed 40. You can make this as neat as you want. Obviously you've got to think about expansion, stuff like that, because you might find a much better area, so you might want to make it as big as possible. So yeah, you want to get them all maximised and positioning and stuff like that. It's a shame it's not got snapping. That might come in the future, hopefully. So you just got to put them down the best you can. Now you see there, we've got enough power for what we're needing. Now, like I said, we'll need storage. We'll pop that down in a minute. I did say put down a wee industrial workbench. Again, you can spend time and get it put down. You can also put it inside buildings as well. And for this video, we've got just put down a chair right there, and that will become apparent in a minute or two. So what we need are storage. So if I find our miners, now where are they? Ah, here we are. So there's the iron ones. These are very aggressive at snapping to each other. So you can stack them on top of each other, or they'll snap to the sides. They won't snap on like the other side, so if you wanted to have them run down here, you'd have to rotate it to get it to come down this way. So if I was wanting to do that, I can select it again, as if we want to move it, and we can roll it round. We could just reposition it there. So then now they'll snap to there. Now what we'll do is we'll put iron storage along here. I'll just put down 4 for that as well. Obviously you can put down as many as you want. Now obviously we need to get these to put all the materials into the correct storage. You don't want to mix storage because it doesn't mix evenly. So if you were to put 2 different materials into one, whatever one puts in faster will fill that container up. So we'll do it separate, which is why we've got them separated like this. Now you can have these anywhere, it doesn't matter where they are, they don't have to be close to each other, because how we link them together is if I click the button for create an output link, drag it across. Now we want to put it into the first storage bin like that. So obviously it'll put everything into that bin. Now we've got 4 bins there, so we need to link these all together. So I want to do the same again, create an output link. You see the other 3 highlight now, so select the one next to it and just repeat that process until you've got them all. So what will happen is the miner will put the materials into there and it'll go straight down to the last one, fill that one up and then move up to the first one. So we'll do the same to these. Just want to create a link, go to that first one. We don't have to redo that process. We've linked the storage bins together, so that's all we need to do. Do the same again. And obviously you see the lines. So if you were to make a mistake, you can hover over the line, you see it goes white, you can press and hold delete and it gets rid of it, and then you can fix that out. So I'll quickly go do the same with the other bins. This one. And that's them all linked. So they will slowly start filling up. So let's have a look at one of the storages. So as long as you've got the power, it'll start filling the bins. You see there, we've got a nice little indicator on the side of them, so it tells you how much is in them.
Really bend your ear when you got a moment.
And then obviously you're seeing the material in there. So obviously you could take some of that material out and use it for other things. So they're working away. Now the solar panels, from the testing I've done, it doesn't matter if it's during the day or during the night, it'll still generate that power. So we'll have a look and just sort of prove that out. So obviously it's nice and light here at the moment. This is where the chair comes in. So we can sit in the chair. Now this is going to do one of 2 things. We're going to get to see, make sure that we're getting power during the night cycle. But this will also speed up the time it takes to fill the bins. So let's see. Let's go 10 hours. Okay, so it's nice and dark. Now you can actually see from here, the storage bins look like they're full. But we're wanting to see our power. So if we go into the build menu again, you see there, it's showing us their power needed and total power. So we're still generating power even at night. So the solar panels are a nice, easy, cheap source of power essentially, unless you get into helium-3 and then you can use that to power it. And yeah, you can see we're definitely in the night cycle. So let's have a quick look. Our bins should be full. So you can see our storage bins there, they're all full. So that one's filled with iron, the other one should be full with alloy. Now obviously as you rank up your base building skill, it will obviously let you build bigger and better storage, etc. Again, you can see that these bins are all full with aluminium. So looking at that, nice and simple. Now you could go as crazy as you want with the amount of storage. Now obviously the more storage, the more you'd be able to do this next part if you so wish to do. This is a bit of a sort of cheat stroke well, not quite an exploit, but some people might see it as an exploit. So we can go into the here. Now obviously adaptive frames, they require iron and aluminium to make. Right? You can obviously make other things on this bench, but the main one is the adaptive frame. So you could click on craft. Now it's a little bit awkward to do with controller, but if you're playing on PC, you can click 99, hit E for confirm,
When you get a moment, can we talk?
and you get experience. So you could do that until you run out of materials. Obviously you're getting hundreds of adaptive frames, which you can then sell for cash as well. Obviously you need a decent size cargo for your ship, and you're getting experience as well. So if you wished, you could do that. It could make you some decent money and obviously help you level up, but it's a little bit cheaty. A little bit cheaty, to be fair. But anyway, guys and girls, hopefully that's been helpful. It's taken me a little while to work out how to do this video. Hopefully I can get it together and it actually comes out pretty good. So obviously please do hit the like button if you've liked the video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Ring that bell so you get notified for the next one. And as always, I'll have a link on the left hand side to the series and another video that might be of interest, and on the right a link to this channel and my Twitch VODs channel. I'm putting all my live stream stuff up. So until next time, take care, and most importantly, thanks for watching. Bye for now.